everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel, and I mean your amazing friend Happiness, because I care so much about your well-being. So guess what we want to talk about today? Okay, we want to talk about subtle ways teenagers are being introduced to pornography. Most times whenever you mention pornography, some persons think that pornography is just all about sex videos, actually. But the truth is that pornography is beyond sex videos. But pornography is any videos or photos that show nudity and sexual acts intended to entertain and sexually arouse the viewer. And sometimes it might be viewed on the internet or social media. It can be viewed in the house, it can be viewed anywhere, not just only the internet and just only social media, actually. And in case you are wondering why it is necessary for us to talk about the subtle ways teenagers are being introduced to pornography. Okay, before I continue, I would like to quickly read from my phone the few statistics I got about teens and the issue of pornography. Okay, so out of 75% teens who watched pornography online, 15% of teens said they first saw online pornography at age 10 or younger. The average age reported for first viewing pornography is 12 years, while the vast majority of respondents said they have seen pornography. Nearly 45% indicated that they had done so intentionally, while 58% says that it was just an accident thing, so they view pornography accidentally. And actually, aside from these statistics I got online, from the recent outreach that Hope Clinic had to a secondary school, we got talking with two girls, and one of them indicated that she started watching pornography at age 9, and it was her age mate that introduced her, same age, 9 years, introduced her to pornography at age 9. So how did that girl get to know about pornography? Another girl said that she started watching pornography between the age of 4 and 5, and she was introduced to pornography by her cousin. Amazing. So now you have the idea of the reason why we need to talk about the subtle ways teenagers are being introduced to pornography. Of course, I have 16 subtle ways that teenagers are being introduced to pornography. So please, let's just quickly go through it and pay attention to me, please. Alright, so the first one I want to talk about is appearing naked in the presence of your child. There are some parents that they have no privacy. You don't have honor for your body, you have no privacy, you dress in the presence of your child, you bathe together with your child, you expose your body in the presence of your child. Even right from your environment, right from your house, under your own roof, your child has started viewing pornography. That's as I said earlier, that pornography is not just restricted to sex videos, but pornography is just all about videos, pictures, content that advertises nudity or that bring nudity to the sight of a particular person. So in a way, you're already introducing your teenager or your child to pornography. Yeah. So the second one is social media platforms and messaging apps. There are times that even as an adult that when you come online, an ad will just pop up on your phone, and the next thing you'll be seeing is a naked person staring at you in your phone. Sometimes you just come online, you see a shared content on Facebook or on Instagram, on TikTok, and you'll be wondering what's this. Sometimes you see somebody half naked. It's not necessarily you see the sex act itself, but sometimes you see somebody half naked, somebody naked, and somewhere like that. And of course, things like this will happen to the teenagers, and that is why parental control is very, very important. And as a person, you need to control your child's device if it's necessary for you to give your child a phone, a device. And of course, I have a video on that, and you can also search further on how to control your teenager's device and how to monitor whatever thing that your teenager is doing on their device. Okay, so the third one is streaming services, movies and television. Some of the movies you watch in your house, there are some movies that it was usually said that a child that is below 18 should not watch it, but still you have your teenager that is below 18 that is watching it. So the kind of movies you watch, the kind of TV shows you watch in your house. Even aside that, I think now we now have what's it called? We now have cartoons that expresses porn, cartoon that talks about sex, cartoon that talks about nudity. So that is why even as a parent, before your child watch a movie, or before you give your child a book to read, you need to go through it first, because that's one of the subtle ways teenagers have been introduced to pornography. The fourth one is music videos and lyrics. Yeah, music videos and lyrics. If you realize some of the movies and some of the music rather, lyrics that is being composed now, is being sung now, some of the lyrics and some of the videos, that they talk about explicit content. Their lyrics is all about explicit content. Even their videos is all about explicit content. It might not be sex video as we might think, and it might not be that complete nudity as we might think, but visualizing that image or hearing that content, we give such teenager a curious mind. So the teenager will be pressured to know more about this particular thing they are talking about. Some content, like, I don't want to mention them here actually, but I believe that you understand what I'm trying to say, even as a teenager or as a parent. There are some explicit content that when you listen to them, it will bring up curiosity in your mind and you will want to know more. Okay, so the fifth one is pop culture references. References or pornography, references to pornography or porn stars can appear in mainstream videos, TV shows, and comedy skits, normalizing the topic. There are sometimes that you might just be watching a movie and they might talk about a porn star in that movie, or they might talk about any activity related to porn. Of course, you'll be curious. I know that as a teenager, that's a stage of being curious. You want to know so many things. Like, your brain is just at alert to just get to know, and you just want to know like that. So you just want to take the risks just for you to know something as a teenager. Then the sixth one is adult-oriented games or video games. You know that we now have different kind of games that in between the game, porn is being displayed in between the game. So that is another subtle way that pornography is being introduced to teenagers. Then the seventh one is peer sharing. Teenagers may share explicit content or talk about pornography among themselves, introducing it to others. Friends or acquaintances might share or discuss explicit content, leading to curiosity or pressure to view it. There are times that it might just be a discussion amongst their friends, or it might just be something, it may be a discussion, maybe an explicit discussion among their friends, or their friends trying to introduce, don't let me use the word friends now, but their peers, probably their classmates or their mates in the streets or their mates in the church probably. Might be talking about my explicit content and all that, and all these things will pressure them to want to know what it's all about actually. Yeah. So the eighth one is inappropriate search results. There are times that the innocent us, even as a parent or as an adult, you want to search for something that will be useful for you, something that will be of value for you, and unknowingly you might just see something pop up on your screen, something you're not even searching for, and that might be a nude picture or an explicit content, something you don't even have the intention of searching for, the innocent you. So this is another way that teenagers get being introduced to pornography. Then the ninth one is email and spam. The text messages you get on your emails and your spam, sometimes it comes with explicit contents like that. Then the 10th one is dating apps. We have different kind of dating apps actually. I just hope that I'll be able to talk about these dating apps, because I really want to expose the teenagers to their parents and their adults actually. So there are different kind of dating apps, and this is one of the ways that teenagers are being exposed to pornography, because dating apps give rooms to talk about yourself, to talk about who you are, to display everything that will make you look attractive for the person that might want to show interest in you. So in displaying whatever that will make you look as attractive, sex, nudity is part of it, explicit content is part of it that they display on that particular app. So that's one of the ways that where teenagers are being introduced to pornography. Then the 11th one is forums and online communities. Probably participation in certain online forums or communities can also expose teenagers to explicit content, and also chat rooms, sometimes WhatsApp platforms, Facebook platforms amongst their peers, like that, can also introduce them to pornography, because sometimes explicit content might be shared there. And the 12th one is celebrity scandals. Sometimes, I remember that some times ago there was a particular sex video of a celebrity that leaked on social media and all that. So that kind of leakage can also introduce a teenager to, what's it called, to pornography, because that these teenagers, they also have their own fans, they have people they love. So let's assume that one of their fans or one of the people they love sex video leak on social media and they have access to it, they watch it. So it's one of the things that introduce them to pornography. And the 13th one is online quizzes and tests. Probably it might even be a challenge. We are now in a world of technology, and Gen Z, now there are so many challenges going on right now. They say do this challenge and all like that. So all these things, as a matter of fact, might come with explicit content, or visualizing nudity and all manner of that. It might even be like, okay, a challenge of dressing like this person, a challenge of talking like this person, a challenge of saying what this person says usually. And all those words might come with explicit content. All those dressing or appearance might come with explicit content, actually. Then the 14th one is lack of knowledge about pornography, or not knowing or not talking to your child about it. Lack of knowledge about pornography and not talking to your child about it. Another disaster that might introduce your child to pornography unknowingly is you not talking to your child about pornography. Is you not letting your child to be aware what pornography is all about. Because if your child is not aware of it, if your child doesn't know about it, obviously your child will meet it outside there. And whatever your child meets outside will dominate the child's mind. So, but when you talk to your child about it, there's a way you will present it and there's a way you will talk about it to your child. And the 15th one is through parents' device. I think this is very common. There are some parents that if we ask them that where was the first place you viewed pornography, some of them will tell you that on their parents' phone. Some of them will tell you that their parents got the video probably for their own use, but they kept it properly, and probably they find a way of getting their way to it, and they saw the video and they're just curious to know what it's all about and decided watching it and they got to know about pornography. And in case you don't know, as a parent, there's no how secure you can be that your child will not find his or her way to whatever you are keeping safe. Yeah, because they are teenagers and they are Gen Z, so they have their way around everything. So in case you don't know, as a parent, the kind of content you keep on your phone, the kind of content you allow to your house matters a lot, because it has much effect on your child or your teenager. Then the 16th one is exposure to pornography intentionally by close relatives. There are times that, just as I said earlier, that some of the child will tell you that it was my cousin that that was watching pornography and told me to come and watch. Probably my uncle was watching pornography and told me to come and watch. Or probably I just collected my friend's phone. I wanted to watch a movie, and I just clicked on that movie and it was pornography. Or maybe I just asked a friend of mine for a movie that I want to watch. And I started watching and I discovered that it's pornography. So some of it might be from a close relatives or a friend and all that. So I think I'll be able to talk about 16 subtle ways that teenagers are being introduced to pornography, actually. But then before I go today, as a parent, there are several. In fact, social media has made everything easy for us. So there are several ways you can monitor whatever your child is doing on their device. In case you want to get a personal device for your child, there are several ways you can do that. And of course, I have a video on my YouTube channel about that, how you can apply parental control on your child's device, and how you can link your child's email address with yours, so that you can be able to monitor whatever your child is doing, and you can be able to restrict whatever your child is going to do on that device. And before I conclude today, I'm going to be talking to you teenagers that, please, teenagers, really need to be very careful of the link you click. You really need to be careful of the site you want to enter. You really need to be careful of chats, of messages, of people you talk to on social media. Be very, very sure, because you don't know who is who actually. And also, as parents, you need to monitor your children's movements, probably on their devices and generally, because there are so many children that are now being introduced to pornography without their own permission, like unknowingly. Before they realize that they're already into it, they're already addicted to it unknowingly. So this will be the end of this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I hope to drop another content relating to things and porn. All right, so bye. We'll meet next.